Hello everyone! Welcome back to a professional match of StarCraft 2. Now it's time for game number 4 between Solar and GuMiho. My name is Keanu, thank you for watching together with me. Spawning here is none other than Solar from Korea, also known as the shirt eater. That because he likes to eat his shirt during the games, and because of so much stress, so much emotions in the first previous 3 games, I'm pretty sure his shirt doesn't look that nice anymore. And his opponent, none other than GuMiho, also known as GumiGod. These are two of the best players from Korea, and let's enjoy together this wonderful game of StarCraft 2. Standard opening so far with a barracks and a supply depot for the TERRAN. Solar probably is going to go and get a second hatchery. This is very important for Zerg players because they need to have a lot of extra income. In comparison with any other race, they are more about quantity than quality. And as I predicted, a second hatchery. Thank you for being with me. Now we are going into our second month of this channel. You are amazing, and help me spread the love of StarCraft 2. Together we can keep it alive. Now Reaper is going to spawn and immediately going to go to explore. This is important to explore because of the fog of war. So you basically don't know what your opponent is doing. See, this is GuMiho perspective. He has zero awareness of the map. And he's also trying to play the macro game with a second command center pretty fast. And look how many Zerlings already. Oh, so Solar is trying a small rush, taking advantage of the fact that he has map awareness, and he realized that GuMiho has zero map awareness. Now the Reaper is not going to meet the Zerlings, and the Zerlings are here. In a couple of seconds we are going to join. Is there something here that only one Marine? Not enough. So let's see this rush, if it's going to be successful or not. So luckily the supply depot was raised in time, otherwise it would have been a big problem. The SUV is running for his life. And now the Reaper here, is he doing something? One kill. Killing one drone is not bad, but not sufficient. Now pulling some of the SUVs. This is not okay because that means a lot of lost mining time. But at least this early shenanigan, early rush was dealt with. Let's see in terms of economic, who has an advantage? GuMiho, a little bit. In terms of the army, pretty similar. As a Terran, you have the advantage of dropping mules. Mules are these machines that are gathering way more minerals than a normal worker. And so far so good, both players pretty equals. 26 for Solar, 25, 27, 25 now for GuMiho in terms of workers, 7, 7 for army, so perfect match. No one has a clear advantage. It wasn't an all-in early push, it was more like let's see if I'm getting lucky. Because if the supply depot wouldn't have been raised, then more damage could have been done to these mineral lines of SUVs. Now trying to create a small supply depot here, just to create a perfect wall off, but it's a long wall to build. Probably a bunker is needed as well. And 0 for these aliens, only 1 for the Reaper. Nothing to brag. Why are you coming home? Go back, fight more. So this is a strategical retreat, if I can say so. The map is Ancient Sister, which is a very nice map. Look over here. You can literally hear the waterfalls. Nice. Metabolic boost in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, completed. Now this is more like let's probe and see what the damage you can do. 4 Marines are not enough to kill not even 1 Queen. Queens have this ability to transfuse, and as I was just saying, this is something called caster curse. I heard the loco say it. It's when you predict something and it's something else happening. And yeah, 1 queen, not bad, not the end of the world. More are here, spreading the creep. And this medivac is very cheeky. No, with only half of your crew, you're not going to achieve too much. Now the Zerlings are on their way. Here we have the famous Zerg rush with a bunch of Zerlings. They are very fast mobile units, and here we have the Testelope. Look at the Testelope. Now these Zerlings, nothing they can do against so many Marines with a steam. So the best idea is to use Zerlings at the early game to find out what is happening on the map, to explore as much as possible. Another Testelope. And to try to use them as mid grinder technique, like send as many as possible, try us around, and your higher tier units will do the rest of the damage. But to do us around when they are medivacs, highly unlikely, because medivacs immediately are able to pick them up and go to the main base where a queen is waiting and a spore crawler with 3 roaches to soak some of the damage. And even the spore crawler was able to join the fight with 1 ball of corrosive bio. Now Hellions are coming, so GuMiho, aggressive like usual, not bad at all. It's better to be the one that is constantly attacking to keep your enemy at bay, so on the back of it you can develop more and have an economic advantage. And combat shield now ready in 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, and also infantry weapon level 1, so perfect timing. This is why GuMiho is waiting here with the Marines. Obviously it's better to attack when your upgrades are ready. And completed infantry weapon level 1. This gives you an edge over your opponent. This in terms of the income, pretty equal so far, nothing unusual. Units lost 21, but it's not that a big deal. Excellent. The 4th hatchery was prevented. Now a little bit killing of the creep, not bad at all, but now you really have to go back. You have too many queens, Revengers, roaches. You cannot take them in a direct fight. Is the overall going to die? Yes. Concussive shells as well done. Not bad at all for the Marauders. The Testelope is curious. And this is what you do usually. You attack from 2 angles, trying to outwit your opponent to find a weakness in the defense. Now rushing here, but already roaches are waiting for them. Perfect timing, and the 4th hatchery is now on its way. It's important to expand as much as possible because you are going to run out of minerals at one point. Look already in the main base, the minerals are running low for both players, and you may find yourself in a situation where you have a good army, you have an engagement, but then you have no minerals to restore your army to its full potential. The Zerg is waiting, the Swarm versus the TERRAN. Now we have Bailings. This is a good mix. Each time you see Bailings, if you are playing bio, you are in big problem. Couple of Bailing shots are all is needed to win a game sometimes. Like if you remember Scarlet's final game, it was a couple of years ago, a bunch of Marines were rushing, and Scarlet was able to hide some Bailings and remotely detonate them just on top of the Marines. Game over, GG. Now more and more Bailings, Revengers. This is a higher tier army than the one of the TERRAN. So who is going to win? I'm pretty curious. In terms of APM, around 500 hovering for Solar, 300 for GuMiho, not bad at all. And let's see if this push with 3 tanks is enough. TERRAN likes to abuse the tanks and the choke points, but this can go 2 ways, because you pretend that you are here waiting for an attack, and then you find yourself surrounded. And what do you do then? Nothing. In terms of army value, favoring GuMiho, Now, is he trying to attack? No. Both players are like waiting for each other to find an opening. Medivac healing, not bad at all. So both players now are maxed out. Let's see this engagement. The Zerg ball, the swarm is here. Now spreading the Marines as much as possible to prevent the surround. Yeah, you immediately lift them up, bait them. This tank, 6 kills already, and here is the main engagement. Excellent. The problem with tanks is that once in siege mode they are immobile, and that means easy target for the corrosive bios of the Revengers. So look at the Revengers, one-shotting the tank. So here is like rock, paper, scissor. Each unit has its own, and the best defense is offense. Look at these roaches, keeping some of the reinforcements from the Terran at bay. Biting clowns here. So when your tank is useless, that means it's time for you to regroup. Excellent engagement. So Solar standing his ground, and now he has an advantage in terms of workers and the army. 68 versus 42, not bad at all for Solar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases versus 3, and now just now the 4 for the Terran. Uh-oh. So let's see the next push. So sending some roaches here, maybe as a distraction, realizing the timing of the 4th base. Now he needs to go back, and here is the main Zerg army versus the Terran. Going back. The creep is not ideal. Sometimes it's way more better, especially when Serral and Scarlet plays, but it's decent enough. Now you cannot ignore these free medivacs. You have to keep something, some units in reserve to deal with them. Going into the main base, no, just baiting. And while this is happening, another drop in the opposite corner. Now the Viper, very good. The infantry level, weapon level 2, it's done. Those medivacs didn't succeed too much. And now Solar is maxed out. Now Solar is time to go for an attack. Melee attack level 2 for you as well done. Infantry armor level 2 for the Terran. So this is the moment. Oh, already Ultralisk, nice. The Ultralisks are very beefy elephants like, look at them. Mammoths. Weapon of mass destruction. And the swarm is on its way. The army is superior, 120 versus 96 in terms of the value of as well. So just avoiding this sensor tower is very important to avoid it, so that you do not find yourself in a situation where your enemy predicts exactly where you are. Yeah, this drops just distracting a little bit, but now is the moment to attack. All these juicy SUVs, one bailing hit and we are done. Excellent engagement here. In the same time, these groups of Marines are trying to kill this hatchery, so action everywhere. Binding clowns here. Neutralizing the tanks are dead. These Marines over here are trying their best. So action everywhere. Yeah, here dropping, abusing the mineral lines. But is Solar going to be able to destroy GuMiho? Wow, yes, definitely he was in charge. Thank you for watching game number 4. See you for the next game. Keanu over. Remember to subscribe. Thank you for watching.